Well, full Premier League fixtures are out, and Arsenal. I'm obviously going to be doing fixtures for every team, especially for United. You'll find me at the United Matters channel. Now here, we're obviously going to be doing the fixtures of Arsenal, Man City, Liverpool, and Chelsea. And those, the 5 big teams in the Premier League: Arsenal, Man United, Man City, Liverpool, and Chelsea. Spurs fans, don't come here and really fidget. Aston Villa, don't come here and really fidget. Welcome to the Rokani Media Football. How are you guys, and are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rokani David. Smash like button, comment, and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name, and hope you guys are really having pure fun wherever you are. And let's continue to obviously put in this into action and see to it that all goes on well as planned. Now, we are always powered by Think Landscaping, you know that very well, and they obviously help you design, plan, and transform your outdoor spaces, such as gardens, compounds, green yards, and so on and so forth. So call them on those numbers, and you'll thank Rokani David later, because they'll obviously do you a job that you will always credit. And for maintenance, you'll call them back, because you would have gone ahead to obviously appreciate what they've gone ahead to do for you in first places, right? So let's obviously go eyes. Now, Premier League opens up on the 21st of August, and it's obviously going to be Arsenal. We know all not it that on the 16th, Arsenal will obviously be playing against Man City in what we call the Community Shield. Then after the Community Shield, you know where we're obviously going to be heading to. We'll be heading into the Premier League. Arsenal will open up with Coventry at Emirates. I think that's when the fans of Arsenal will be presented the Premier League trophy. That is it. That will be the 21st of August. 29th of August, Arsenal will play against Aston Villa, right? 5th September, Arsenal will play against Chelsea at Emirates. 12th September, Sunderland will host Arsenal at the Stadium of Light. 19th September, Arsenal will play away at Brighton, meaning that those are 2 consecutive away games. Then 10th October, Arsenal will host Leeds. 17th October, Arsenal will play away at against Nottingham Forest. 24th October, Arsenal will play against Everton. 31st October, Liverpool will host Arsenal in there for you. Then 7th November, Arsenal will host Hull City. Those are the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are the first 10 fixtures for the club of Arsenal. Now, when you look at these fixtures, I think the hardest one will be Arsenal going to Anfield. That is it. Arsenal and Anfield, I don't even remember the last time Arsenal went at Anfield and collected a win. You understand? So, this time round, I would like to let you know that Arsenal will go there. And we'll wait and see, because this manager of Liverpool, when he was still the manager of a side known as Bournemouth, he went and beat Arsenal in there for you. So when he's at Liverpool with better players, will Arteta edge him? That's what we'll be waiting for to watch in here onto what we call the Rokani Media Football. So for me, I think the others are really winnable fixtures, I tell you. I see them as fixtures that Arsenal can win. You can't tell me that Coventry, newly promoted team, will come at the Emirates and shock Arsenal. You understand? Away at Aston Villa, a hard one, but I think Arsenal, with the recruitment they're obviously going to be making and the players Aston Villa is obviously going to be losing, I think it will be one of the games that Arsenal will kill off, because as we speak right now, Morgan Rogers might be an Arsenal player, and on the 29th of August, he might be, playing against his former team, known as Aston Villa. Chelsea at Emirates, Alonso bringing in the party? I don't think so, because Chelsea is in total problems in there for you. So, I think I only see the game of the game of Liverpool that will obviously come in through and really become hard for the club of Arsenal. Let's go to the next 10 games and see what they're obviously going to be like for the club of Arsenal, because they're always 38 games. Now, 21st November, Arsenal play out at Newcastle. And then 29th November, they host Man City at the Emirates. Another one, Enzo Maresca versus Mikel Arteta. Then 2nd December, Brentford versus Arsenal. 5th December, Spurs versus Arsenal. North London Derby. Derby. Coming in through to obviously face Mikel Arteta at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Arsenal Bournemouth. Then 19th December, Arsenal hosts Man United. 26th December, Crystal Palace hosts Arsenal. Then 30th December, Fulham hosts Arsenal. 2nd January 2027, Arsenal host Ipswich. And 6th January 2027, Arsenal will host Brentford. Now, this next set of 10 games are really going to be hard for the club of Arsenal. Not because that they are facing tough opponents, but how these games come thereafter. Remember, this time round in November, Champions League will be in full pelt. You understand? Champions League will be at full pelt to see to it that they really participate in another tournament in there for you. So, as it stands right now, you have to feel a little bit for the club known as Arsenal. Why? You play Newcastle. Next weekend, you play Man City. Then you have Spurs away. The good thing is that they're hosting Man United, but United came in third, obviously went ahead to beat the side of Arsenal in there for you at their stadium. So you cannot come out and say that it's a guaranteed win for the side of Arsenal in their series. Palace is easy, Fulham is easy, Brentford. So they do have Newcastle, Man City, Man United, and Spurs. All those games will be one of those to watch because they aren't going to be easy games in there for you. Then let's go to another set of 10 games and see how this fixture will obviously be. Now, after playing those will be 20 games, match day 20. Let's go to match day 21 until match day 30 for the club of Arsenal. Hull City, Arsenal playing away at Hull. Then they host Newcastle. Then they play away at Man City. Arsenal will play Liverpool. Look at these next 3 fixtures. 23rd January, Arsenal hosts Newcastle. 30th January, Arsenal plays away at Man City. 6th February, Arsenal hosts Liverpool. Guys, these other 10 matches are really very important. These other 3 matches are really very important because if you are in a title race and you don't really collect some good points out of this, you might find yourself losing the top spot on the table. That is it. And after playing Ipswich and Fulham, they go to Old Trafford. From Old Trafford, they go to Crystal Palace. Then they play out at Chelsea and Sunderland, meaning that in these from match day 21 to match day 30, Arsenal has Newcastle, Man City, Liverpool, Man United, and Chelsea. 5 games. Very tough ones. Half of those games are really going to be Arsenal facing teams that are really so much solid in there for you. So from there, let's go to the last 8 games in there for you of the season. Right? The last 8 games of the season are as follows. Now, Arsenal, 10th April, and you know how important these last 10 games of the season are, right? Because they determine the trophy in there for you and who will obviously take the trophy. Now, first and foremost, Coventry. Arsenal can win that. At Emirates, I know Arsenal will beat Aston Villa. Bournemouth away. I don't know how Bournemouth is going to be without Arayola, but it has not always been a good fixture. And is fixture for Arsenal. Arsenal hosting Spurs. Another one to watch about. Leeds versus Arsenal. Nottingham at Emirates versus Arsenal. Everton versus Arsenal. Then Arsenal versus Brighton. This time round, Arsenal is playing their last game of the season at the Emirates. If Arsenal emerge to be champions, then their trophy will be handed to them at the Emirates. I think this time around they've been very considerate because after 22 years without lifting the trophy, Arsenal had to lift the trophy at an away ground. And I think that's why they are like, Arsenal will obviously lift the trophy at the Emirates. In therefore, if at all they happen to be champions. Now, thank you very much for watching through. Rokani David is my name. Your thoughts on the full Arsenal Premier League fixture 2026 2027, I'll welcome in the comment section below. I sign out for now. See you later. And that is it for now.